Gentlemen, please now welcome on stage the Google Vice President of India and Southeast Asia, Rajan Anandan.
Good morning, everyone. Very warm welcome to the third edition of Google for India. This has been the most exciting and most transformative year for the internet ecosystem in India. Over the past 15 months, India has become a broadband nation. India has crossed 400 million internet users, with over 330 million of them accessing the internet through their smartphones. Today, on average, a connected mobile internet user in India is consuming over 4 gigabytes of data per user per month. And at the current growth rate, and given the connectivity environment in India, we expect this number to reach 11 gigabytes per user per month over the next 4 years. This is truly massive scale, both on users and usage. However, most of India is still not connected. We have over 900 million Indians who are not connected to the internet. Our mission at Google in India is Internet for every Indian. We embarked on this path several years ago, and we'll stay focused on it until every single Indian gets connected to the internet. As the real India gets online, they're demanding more from the internet. Indian language internet and the Indian language usage on the internet is exploding. There are 230 million Indian language users online today. 170 million of them are using messaging services, and among these Indian language users, 106 million of them consume online. But the fact is, most of Indians, or most of India, is still not online. We are committed to changing that. Over the last several years, we have focused on creating access to the open internet, creating products and platforms that solve India's unique needs, and we worked very hard to make the internet work in local languages. As a result, today we auto-translate much of the web in 9 of the most used Indian languages on Chrome browsers. We understand voice input in 8 Indian languages, and we support all 22 constitutionally recognized Indian languages in text. We have also added other popularly spoken Indian languages like Bhojpuri, Chhattisgarhi, Haryanvi, Marwari, and even Tulu that is spoken by only 2 million Indians. 28% of search queries in India are done on voice. And Hindi voice search queries in India are growing at over 400% year on year. This is a huge area of focus for us, and we are working with the Ministry of IT, FICCI, and the broader industry to drive this initiative further. By 2020, India will have 650 million internet users. And we know that these set of new users will need an internet that is very different from what you and I use. We know that no one company, or even a few set of companies, can achieve what needs to get done. The key lies in empowering India's large student population, our incredible IT workforce, and entrepreneurs. They know the issues and challenges, and they have the talent. They can and will innovate for India's critical and unique needs. Our role is to enable and empower these developers and students with the new skills and technologies that are shaping the world today so that they can shape the world for tomorrow. A 106-year-old grandmother took YouTube by storm when she shared her village food recipes with the world. She has over 750,000 subscribers and on average gets 10 million views. Now, when you're 106 years old, actually when I'm 106 years old, let's just hope I can do that. And she isn't alone. 200 channels in India have over 1 million subscribers. And 1 million subscribers, by the way, is a very, very large number. And Indian language creators are finding similar success on our...
And since the world is turning mobile, we believe that these users are showing us what the global internet is going to look like in the future. So by building 4 new features and products that work extremely well for the next billion users, we end up building products for everyone around the world. Let's take, for example, YouTube Offline. We built YouTube Offline for India, and then found that users all over the world wanted it. So we made it available globally. Another example is Google Maps Offline. We built it for India first, and now it's being used by people everywhere, whether they're driving around in India or in California. So when we say that the next billion users are the future of the internet, this is not just a slogan for us. By building products for the next billion, we're making sure that Google is building for the future. And this is a company-wide effort. This year alone, we've seen 44 major new launches and updates focused on the next billion across products like Search, YouTube, Google Maps, and Google Play. And in the case of India, we're not just adapting our existing products for Indians, we're building for India first. And today, you're going to hear the latest from a number of our global leaders. So let me kick this off by giving you the latest on Google Station. Last year at Google for India, we announced Google Station, our high-speed public Wi-Fi platform that, again, was built for India first. Google Station is helping connect more people to affordable and reliable internet. Public Wi-Fi hotspots, we believe, are the internet cafe of the mobile generation, a daily place where you go to get high-quality video, high-quality internet access so you can download videos, apps, whatever you... For many people around the world, data can be expensive, and it's hard to understand where it goes. So that's why last week, we launched Datally. Datally is a new app by Google that helps smartphone users understand, control, and save their mobile data. And since our launch on Thursday, we've already seen 1.3 million users. And India is the #1 country globally for Datally. Thank you. I'd encourage, on average, Datally is saving users 30% of their mobile data. I'd encourage you to try Datally out if you haven't given it a try yet. Now let's talk about an app that many of you know, Tez, our new India-first mobile and payments commerce app. We launched it just 10 weeks ago, right here in Delhi, in this very room. And we've been absolutely humbled by the response. The most popular use cases, and arguably the most important one, we found was paying for utility bills, like electricity, water, cable. So I'm pleased to announce today that bill payments are coming to Tez. Thank you. This specially designed experience will make this monthly task a much more convenient and a pleasant experience. And best of all, your money stays in your bank account till you actually have to. So let me show you something small, but fun and beautiful we are adding to Tez. On our team, we call these sparks. These are little moments of delight that get triggered when you include a specific word or phrase in a message along with your payment. Here's how this works. As you can see, Arjita just received a message from the Tez team who are cheering her on. And when she clicks on this message, not only will she see the payment and the message attached, but a really nice and fun, beautiful animation. Let's take a look. Nice, beautiful. And there's more for you to discover as you keep using Tez. The next one, let's look at the slide. This is one of the sparks that you'll see if you use Tez today. Can anyone guess what word triggers this spark? Let's see. India, you're right. So we built a special spark just for today's event. if you use India in a message associated with a payment, your recipient will see this spark.
To make sure billions more can get access to computing, it's important that entry-level devices are fully functioning smartphones that can browse the web and use apps. At I/O earlier this year, we gave a sneak peek into a project we called Android Go to make this possible. I'm happy to announce that the software experience is ready and is launching as Android Oreo Go Edition today. For consumers, it's pretty simple. If you purchase an Oreo smartphone with between 512 megabytes and 1 gigabyte of memory, your device will be using all of the Go optimizations. This includes performance and storage improvements to the core OS, a tuned version of the Google Play Store that lets you download any app but highlights the apps designed to work best on your device, and a rebuilt set of Google's most popular apps designed from the ground up to address local needs. Devices from our partners are shipping in the next few months, and our OS code for Oreo Go Edition has been placed into open source today as part of Android Oreo 8.1. Let me walk you through some of the highlights of Oreo Go Edition, starting with the operating system. Now, in tuning the OS for these devices, we kept 4 important themes in mind that we heard from users mattered to them the most: performance, security, data management, and storage. Now, everyone wants their device to perform well and help them get things done. So our engineering team spent over a year tuning all layers of the OS, from the system UI to the kernel, to make sure that Android runs well on entry-level hardware. For example, everyone wants their apps to start quickly. So we tuned this, and now, on average, app startup time is 15% faster on Go Edition devices. Now, speed is important, but equally important is keeping you and your data safe. Oreo is our most secure version of Android yet. So when a consumer buys an Oreo Go Edition device, they'll be getting the same security features, such as kernel address space layout randomization and a hardened user copy. And of course, all Go Edition devices come with Google Play Protect built in. Google Play Protect uses Google's cloud and on-device malware detection systems to keep you and your data safe, even when you're offline. Now, Oreo Go Edition also helps you save and control your mobile data. Go Edition devices come with Google's Data Saver feature turned on by default. For example, in Chrome, with Data Saver turned on, the average user saves over 600 megabytes of data every year. You can also manage which apps have access to background data, helping you take greater control over how your mobile data is used on your device. But the biggest pain point that users told us about was running out of storage space. It's not uncommon to find on an entry-level device that there's very little space left on the ROM after accounting for the operating system and all of the preloaded apps. So we put a lot of focus into increasing the amount of storage space available out of the box. First, we optimized the OS code to make it as compact as possible. Second, the Google teams optimized our preloaded apps, reducing them in size by 50% on average. The net result is we have doubled the amount of available storage space on entry-level devices on Oreo. This means more room for your apps, music, and photos. For example, the average entry-level device will be able to store 1,000 additional photos. That's pretty cool. Now, OS performance is important, but we also wanted to make sure that the apps people use every day from the Play Store perform well. Oreo Go Edition users can download any app they want from the Play Store, but we've also created a new section that recommends popular apps that have been tuned to run well on their device, such as Facebook Lite and Flipkart. We've been thrilled with the response from our developer community. Many of our partners are using our Building for Billions guidelines to improve their existing app or to build an entirely new experience with the hope of bringing their new app to billions of new smartphone users. But it's not just the apps from our developer ecosystem that have been improved. What I'm most excited about is we have redesigned many of our most popular Google apps from the ground up to address local needs. This new set of optimized apps will be preloaded on every Oreo Go Edition device.
Second announcement. Today, through a partnership with Reliance, we're also launching a special version of the Google Assistant on the new JioPhone. And it's available not just in English, but also in Hindi. And it's made just for India. And it's also the first time globally that the Google Assistant is coming to a feature phone. And really, you just have to see it. So let's dive right into a demo. And here to help with that, let's welcome Shreya, who's the product manager for the product, on stage to do a little quick demo. So take it away.
Awesome. Hello, Delhi. So it's a cold morning today, and what's better on a cold morning than some warm pav bhaji, am I right? My cooking skills are limited, so I'm not sure what we need. But let's ask my assistant. Pav bhaji ke ingredients batao.
पाव आलू टमाटर प्याज मिक्स वेज सब्जी.
All right. So it looks like the recipe card told us exactly what we need. Great, and I also have those ingredients. But what's food without sharing with some friends? Let's invite some friends and ask them to come over to taste my cooking experiment. अंजलि को SMS भेजो कि 3 बजे लंच के लिए मिलते हैं.
संदेश भेजा जा रहा है.
All right, and drafted and sent to Anjali. So we have some ingredients and we have some friends, but it'd be nice to have some music. Maybe assistant can help play some music while I cook. पुराने बॉलीवुड गाने सुनाओ.
संगीत चलाया जा रहा है.
Fabulous. And so it pulled up the playlist with all the old songs. I think I have everything I need, so it's time for...
Good afternoon. I'm Martha, and I'm thrilled to be here with all of you today and to be back in India. At our core, Google Maps is about helping people get to where they want to go easier and faster. In India, that means two-wheelers. So today, I'm excited to announce our latest India First feature, two-wheeler directions and voice navigation mode in Google Maps. This helped to inform new machine learning models that we built to accurately predict speed and routes just for two-wheelers. We're super excited to launch this today here in India First. So let's see how it works in Google Maps. I'd like to welcome Suren to help us give a demo.
Sure. Thanks, Martha. Good afternoon, everyone. I was deeply involved in development of this feature. And many years back, when I was growing up in Delhi, I used to ride on my bike to get around the city roads. So I'm super excited to be here today and show you how this new mode in Google Maps is going to work. So let me open Google Maps on my phone. And as you can see on the start screen, we have added a new travel mode dedicated for two-wheelers. It's very easy to find, and in one tab, I can get to direction screen. And to show you more features, I need to choose a destination. Martha, you have been in Delhi for a few days, and you have been to many places. Do you want to pick a place I can use for demo?
You know, when I was here this past September, I went to Chandni Chowk, and I also loved it. But the cab driver that took me there had to stop pretty far away, and I ended up having to walk a fair amount just to get there. So I'm curious if two-wheelers have any better experience.
Chandni Chowk is going to be interesting. Okay. So when I was in Delhi College of Engineering many years back, I used to go to Chandni Chowk, Nai Sarak for buying my books. And on the way back, I'll make a stopover at Parathe Wali Gali for having some yummy stuffed aloo gobi ke parathe. I'm sure this thought right now is making everyone feeling really hungry. So I'm going to go really fast on this demo. So let me search for Parathe Wali Gali and explore that and relive that experience again. So Okay, so Maps is giving us a couple of routes, and the most optimal route is going to take around 37 minutes. Here I want to tell you about 3 important points. The first one is the travel times. If you see the travel time for a two-wheeler, it's going to be at least 10 minutes faster at this point in time. And this is a live demo. This is based on the real traffic on the city roads at this point in time. So that's the first one. The second one is the routes. If you look at the car mode right now, Maps suggests that car should take probably Tilak Road and Firozshah Kotla Stadium and then get to Chandni Chowk. And as those of you who are familiar with Chandni Chowk know that a car would not go to Parathe Wali Gali because it's too narrow for that. You will have to get dropped off at the main street and then probably walk. Go to two-wheeler mode. It's taking a slightly different route. In fact, it's going through Connaught Place. Now, we know that Connaught Place can be really busy at this point in time, but if you are on two-wheeler, you can still go faster than the cars. So it makes a lot of sense. And if you look at the destination, because a two-wheeler can get through these narrow streets, you can go all the way to the street. You don't have to get dropped off on any other, really, really far away from that place, which is awesome. And the last point, which is my personal favorite one, is the route map, which we redesigned completely for this experience, which shows a lot more landmarks. During the user studies, we learned from the two-wheeler users that they tend to learn a lot about the route before they really start off their journey. And specifically when they are going for unfamiliar places, they've tried to memorize a lot of landmarks along the way. And with this redesigned route map, we are trying to help exactly with that. So as I zoom in from here, I can see that I'll be passing by a masjid, and on the turns, specifically where these landmarks are super helpful, I'll be passing through a tools and hardware shop, Mahadev Mandir, and so on and so forth. And finally, before I reach to my destination, I will be passing through a cloth market and a jeweler. Now, with this information, while Delhi may have changed a lot in these many years, I'm feeling super confident of taking this trip on my own. And I hope that next time you take out your bike or scooty, you can use this feature to get around even more conveniently. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Over to you, Martha.
Thanks, Suren. The two-wheeler mode is launching today throughout India, and we look forward to bringing it to more countries over the coming months. And with this new mode in Google Maps, two-wheeler drivers will now be able to have more accurate travel times that reflect their speeds. They'll be able to have the customized routes that include the shortcuts and narrow roads that only they can take and will keep them off of the highways where they're prohibited. And they'll have enhanced landmark navigation routing to help them follow their unique routes. And we're just getting started on this, and we're super excited for all of you to try it. And the feature's only going to get better as more.
Thank you, Martha, Gumi, Samir, Sashi, Venkat, Sapna, Caesar, and also Mr. Amitabh Kant for joining us today. Android Oreo Go Edition, Google Go, two-wheeler mode on Maps, Google Assistant in entry-level smartphones, Google Assistant on the Geo feature phones. All of these underline our commitment to building for India and for building for everyone. I would also like to thank you, our esteemed guests, for joining us today. We greatly appreciate your interest in everything we're doing. We greatly appreciate the incredible partnerships we have with all of your firms. And we look forward to your support as we bring the internet alive for 1 billion Indians. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Our demo area is now open.